Reginald Hargreeves' original story has slowly been revealed over the course of the Umbrella Academy. Here is everything we know so far. The origins of Reginald Hargreeves has been one of the ongoing mysteries of both seasons of Netflix's The Umbrella Academy. He adopted 7 of the 43 gifted babies born on October 1st, 1989. But it turns out there's something special about him as well. Let's dive into everything we know about Reginald Hargreeves from the Umbrella Academy. Reginald decided to train the children he adopted as superheroes to save the world. As this was his sole mission in life, he acted more of a headmaster than a father to his children. For this reason, most of his children grew up to resent him, since he never really grew close to them with the Umbrella Academy. There is a high probability that none of them ever knew their dad's real background. Sir Reginald Hargreeves is actually an alien disguised as a wealthy entrepreneur. The comics have shared quite a bit of his origin story, but the show is just getting started. Here's a deep dive into Reginald's origin story in the Umbrella Academy, and what it could mean for the show moving forward. Number 3. Reginald Hargreeves' original story in the comics. Reginald's basic origin story from the Umbrella Academy comics by Gerard Way and Gabriel Ba remained the same for the Netflix adaptation. His home planet was ravaged by nuclear war, so he traveled to Earth for sanctuary in the 20th century. Reginald disguised himself as a human and climbed the ranks of society by becoming a world-famous scientist, investor, entrepreneur, and even an Olympic gold medalist. On top of all these accomplishments, he is also known by the moniker The Monocle, due to the magical monocle he wears that allows him to view people's true nature. He gained enough clout that by the time he adopted children of the Umbrella Academy, he was something of a celebrity. Reginald founded the Umbrella Academy with the intention of assembling a team of superheroes who would one day save the world. While the true meaning of his words were a little vague, it could be assumed that he was referring to the apocalypse in the Umbrella Academy Season 1. There are theories surrounding the answers, but it's never been quite clear as to how Reginald knew the babies would be gifted, or that the apocalypse would come in their lifetime. But mystery is a key part of Reginald's character that carries over into the television adaptation of the Umbrella Academy. It's for that reason that only a sliver of Reginald's comic book story origin has been revealed in the Umbrella Academy Seasons 1 and 2. The audience simply isn't meant to understand everything about him. But the show's first 2 seasons has shown Reginald Hargreeves to be a fascinating character meant to propel the storyline forward. Number 2. What the Umbrella Academy Season 1 revealed about Reginald. The Umbrella Academy Season 1 is focused on the disbandment and reunion of the Umbrella Academy, and Reginald is the reason for both of those events. Early episodes revealed how cold and distant he is towards his adopted children. He strictly viewed them as tools to stop the apocalypse, so he never showed the kids an ounce of love. But while he may not have loved them the way a father should, the show alludes to the fact that Reginald may have actually had a hand in creating them to begin with. The Umbrella Academy Season 1 finale strongly hints the fact that comic book fans already know. Reginald is an alien. The episode opens with Reginald on a foreign planet, saying goodbye to his lover. As they say their final goodbyes, Reginald opens a jar of golden orbs that float away into the sky. The scene cuts to him arriving on Earth in the 1920s as he prepares to purchase an umbrella manufacturing company, which comic fans know is what made him his fortune. Those golden orbs have spurred a theory about Reginald that has circulated since the Umbrella Academy Season 1, that Reginald gave the Umbrella Academy their powers. It would be an interesting twist that would explain Reginald's obsession with those 43 babies. Ultimately, the Umbrella Academy Season 1 only provided small hints as to Reginald's origins. The show's second season builds on the foundation to begin to put the puzzle pieces together. Number 1. What the Umbrella Academy Season 2 revealed about Reginald. The Umbrella Academy Season 2 takes the Umbrella Academy back to the 1960s, where they run into a younger version of Reginald. The Hargreeves siblings learn something absolutely amazing about their father when they finally meet him. He is, in fact, capable of love. The Umbrella Academy Season 1 introduces the kids' robotic mom, Grace. It turns out that the robot was based on the likeness of a woman Reginald was very much in love with in the 1960s. Since Reginald was driven to create a robot copy of her, it's safe to assume that their love ended in tragedy, likely driving him to shut off the ability to express love completely. But the Umbrella Academy is still not privy to the most important revelation of all. Much of the Umbrella Academy Season 2 plot centers on Reginald's involvement in JFK's assassination. He's revealed to be working alongside a top-secret organization known as the Majestic 12. As Reginald did not want to see JFK killed, he attempted to break ties with the organization. They did not take that well, and made the mistake of threatening to expose his secret. With his back to the audience, Reginald takes off a mask to unveil his alien form, and slaughters the members of the Majestic 12. This series has a way of revealing information about Reginald that only leads to more questions. It's clear that Reginald is an alien with some kind of power and a potentially heartbreaking past. But the full extent of his origins and its connection to the Umbrella Academy has yet to be seen. The Season 2 finale seems to be setting up a heavier focus on Reginald in the Umbrella Academy Season 3. When the Hargreeves returned to their rightful place in 2019, they created an alternate timeline. Their home was no longer their home, and Reginald was not their father. He adopted another group of gifted children instead and dubbed them the Sparrow Academy. The Umbrella Academy's invention in the 1960s clearly changed the course of Reginald's life. In order to fill the gaps, it's safe to assume that Umbrella Academy Season 3 will dive into Reginald's new timeline and the origins of the Sparrow Academy. Along the way, the Hargreeves siblings may finally learn the truth about their father's alien origin. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, tap that subscribe button, and click that bell notification so that you don't miss out on our next awesome video.